All right. Hello out there, friends. I'm Paulette Rees-Denis, and today I'm talking with one of my co-teachers for our most fabulous women's weekend retreat at Breitenbush Hot Springs, which is coming up this April. And Lynea Gillen. Hey, Lynea. Has been teaching with me, well, not only at this retreat, but at this retreat for, we always lose count, but 12 years.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine having the retreat without her. So, but we also co-teach other things, dance classes and journaling, meditation type classes. Lynea has a great repertoire of beautiful healing modalities and dance, and I'm going to let her talk to you a little bit about what we're going to do over this Breitenbush weekend. It is a women's only weekend, and it's called Dance and Desire, from the body to the page. But we also have a theme called Honor, Claim, and Desire. Right?
Right.
And we're also making it one extra day longer this weekend because we've been doing it for weekends for a long time, and sometimes it's just not long enough because it's such a beautiful space and it's such a healing space, with the hot tubs, the spring-fed, really hot, beautiful water that's there, the saunas, the nature. It's up in the mountains. So there's hiking trails, there's a labyrinth, and it's just such a healing space. And we create a beautiful circle of women. And we use movement and dance and yoga and meditation and journaling and self-care and devotion and ceremony. And we kind of pack it in. And Lynea is such an important aspect of this weekend. So Lynea, can you tell everyone a little bit about what you do and what you bring for the weekend?
Sure. So I'm a counselor, a yoga teacher, and a dance teacher, and a writer. So I bring a lot of that to the workshop. I also write songs and play a little bit of guitar.
Woohoo!
So, So a lot of creative healing techniques is what I bring. And I also have been trained in a technique called trauma or tension releasing exercises, which I'll teach you about when we're there. It's too much to go into now, but it's a great way to release tension from the body.
Yes.
So a lot of what I'm going to be doing is waking the body up. We'll wake the body up with some African dance, some really big movement, and then we'll release tension out of the body. So what a lot of what I bring is the opportunity to sort of throw things off that you don't need, that have collected over the years, or over the months. And this has been a particularly difficult year for some people, so we want to get that out so that the sprouting, the beauty, the desire can actually emerge, because sometimes all of that holds down the joy, the beauty, the expression, the desire. So yes, we do pack it in, but this year one of the changes we've made is we're giving a little more space. So let that flowering unfold a little bit. All of these combined, the yoga, yummy yoga, the hot tubs, the community of women, it's all women at that weekend. So we really hold a safe space for people to release whatever's been holding them back, and then allow that blossoming to occur.
It is yummy. I mean, not only is the yoga yummy, but the whole thing is yummy.
Yes.
It is a delicious unfolding.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a beautiful way to say that. And, we get our meals cooked for us. We have this beautiful space very safe space to dance and to move. We dance hard and we sweat, and we dance soft and feminine, and we stretch. And sometimes it's out of our comfort zone, which is a good thing. And sometimes it's in our comfort zone, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And we journal, we ask questions, and we talk.
Yeah. And we journey. We'll use the drum to do journeys. So after we release, what we give you tools to dip into that spirit of yours, what's being offered, like what good medicine do you have coming into your life? What good medicine is coming out of your heart, your body, and your spirit? And we give tools for pulling that out. The writing helps pull that out. And then to sort of play with it, bring it out and shape it. with the support of other women is really beautiful. That container is really important. We find people each day, they go a little deeper, a little more open, a little more supported. So it grows, and it's nice to have an extra day to do that this year.
And I think what is also a little bit different this year is that we're honoring the past, we're honoring the present, and we're honoring the future. And with each of those, we spend one day with each of those.
Yeah.
So we revere our past, and we'll do ceremony, and we super honor what's present and do ceremony. And then we have dreams and visions for the future, and we envision that and embody that with our dance, with our movement.
And support that for ourselves and each other, so we get validated in some of those dreams that may get lost or suffocated in our busy lives back home.
Right. And of course, we have our third teacher for the weekend is Elena Lipson, and we'll be talking with her shortly. But she also brings the modality of the divine self-care. So it's a super beautiful weekend that's focused on you, and that's what a retreat is. You know, it's not coming to a workshop. It's not just, you know, slamming a bunch of ideas down your throat, but it's being able to encompass and embody them.
Right.
You know, and what works for you, and what you can take home, and what resonates. Right.
Yes, and lots of time to take walks, soak in the tubs, get a massage if you want to. There's wonderful masseuses there. So there's a lot to take in, and we want to provide time to do that.
I think we need 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
That would be incredible. Wow. Anyway, it's the end of April, and you'll see all the information down below the video. And Lynea, thank you for spending a few minutes with us today, telling us about your beautiful gifts.
You're welcome. I'm excited to see everyone.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are about halfway full. So if you are interested in coming, please get your deposit in to hold your space. Really important thing to do right now. And we can help with carpooling and all those little things you'll read about in our list. But I'm just super excited for this year, and it's going to be amazing, as always.
Yes.
All right. So, friends, we are still talking about our wonderful women's retreat coming up. A nice long weekend coming up the end of April. This will be my 24th year to host this. I know, unbelievable. And it has taken enormous changes from the very beginning, which has been incredible to see the growth of the people who come, and to see the changes that I make, and to see the differences that the different teachers bring to the weekend. So this will be the third year I have my very special friend, Elena Lipson, come and co-teach alongside myself and Lynea Gillen. And I love the energy that Elena brings, and the fresh, the crisp, the beautiful, open-hearted love that she brings and shares with all of us who are there attending the workshop, or the retreat. Actually, it's not really a workshop, it's a retreat. And it's just such a dynamic and powerful, yet quiet and contemplative at the same time. So we go deep, and we share, and we laugh, and we cry, and then we soak, and we sweat, and we eat. And we do all of that over and over again. So, Elena.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi.
So great to see you here. And I can't wait to share the weekend with you again.
I know. It just feels like such a delicious ritual. Third year. I think the second year I went deeper, so I can't wait to see how much deeper and wider it goes this year. And I love how it's changed a little bit. I've seen a glimpse of it. Obviously, you've been doing it for a long time, but I've seen it even shift from 1 to 2 years. So I can't wait to see what this year will bring.
And I think one of the changes this year is that we are making it 1 day longer.
Mm-hmm.
It should be like 2 weeks.
I know, because we just want to know, one more day.
And we are doing a ceremony every day.
Mm-hmm.
we're focusing this year on one day is the past, one day is the present, one day is the future.
Mm-hmm.
We're claiming, we're honoring, we're thinking about our personal desires and how we can move forward with that intention, how we can make that stick, and how we can get unstuck at the same time, right?
Yes.
Unstuck to make the desires stick and make them happen, make them come into fruition.
Yes,
And
I've
so
actually been thinking about that. Sorry, I talk over you. I'm actually really excited because the past part, I think people get stuck on quite a bit. And I'm so excited that we're bringing that into this particular weekend because it's such an amazing opportunity to combine reflection and those things that you want to let go of and do it in a way that is actually super powerful through embodiment practices and through ceremony. And so just today I was reflecting on really fascinating exercise that is about, now stay with me here. It's about changing the past. So changing the past and a perception to how to pull it through. So I can't wait to dive into what I think from doing women's work for many years, like you have, is that is one of the biggest places we get stuck is the past because of limiting beliefs and ideas and shame and stories. And now we're going to like pull our, actually this way, right? So I'm just going to go the other way. We're going to pull into the past and we're going to create sacred space around our past in a way that pulls through so you can actually create in the present in a really powerful way. So I'm so excited about this.
Well, and I think some people tend to get so stuck in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really want us to do is honor the past, revere where we've been and who we've been with and our ancestors and I mean the far past and the immediate past, but just to honor that, not get stuck in it.
Right. And even by honoring it, even just that alone will start to change how it pulls through into the decisions you make now, because you're like, oh, well, that thing wasn't so shameful and it wasn't, or whatever it was, let it be what it was. Mm-hmm. And then change the story around it into that is part of who I am now. If I hadn't gone through that, that wouldn't have informed the decisions that I make, and really allow that to be a way of being. And so I think it's going to be so powerful for women who are doing the work and doing work in the world that requires them to really show up and to be in their body in a way that feels empowered, and to allow themselves to really let go of what needs to let go of, to be let go of.
So good.
Yeah.
And we get to do that in so many ways there. We get to dance that, we get to sweat that in the sauna, we get to soak that out in the hot springs. We get to walk it out through the beautiful mountainous woods.
That all those things are what, for me, such a draw. And so I love, and I think the key thing about adding the extra day this year was to create that spaciousness as well, because one of the key elements that I believe are going to change the women who are attending is being in that nature connection, is being in that quiet contemplative walk, is being in that labyrinth, is sitting by the river, is sitting, going into that ancient water. I mean, right? The story about the waters there is so healing, and it's not just water they poured in. I mean, this is like earth, ancient magic. So I think all of that is like this beautiful container that holds the work that you are bringing forth so beautifully.
And one of the things that Lynea and I were talking about is the art of allowing.
Yes.
And the art of receiving.
Yes.
And because this is about you. This is about you, that individual, beautiful woman who's coming for a retreat, to allow yourself to experience these things, to honor, to claim, to desire, right? To heal, to let go of, and to ask for. And that it's beautiful to ask for.
Yes.
To desire those, whatever it is that you are wanting, that you're desiring to bring into your life.
Right. I think that's where your genius really comes in, and really helping women identify what they desire in the first place, because so many women don't even know anymore, or maybe they're holding on to old desires that aren't relevant anymore. So really coming here is like this sacred pause where you say, like, is this relevant? Do I still want this? What do I want? How do I want to move forward? And then layering that with the work that Lynea does with the release and the yoga and the journeying. I mean, that's really powerful. And then coming in with what I focus on, which is daily practice and embodiment and sisterhood. And really I think what a powerful year. 3 of us, third year together in this triad, the way we've been doing it. And I think I think it's going to really unfold some powerful awarenesses, reflections, and starting points of planting seeds for women who are then going to go out back into the real world and really create what they want to and need to without, and they'll have the tools to move forward. Like when I teach the daily practice and the magic morning practice, it's meant to give you a gift to go back into the world, not just that you leave and you're like, oh, I can't do this on my own. Everything the three of us do is meant to give you a toolbox to go home and to continue the work. And just knowing that is I think key, because there are massive takeaways that I think even through the last years have still been hearing from women like, oh, I'm still doing my magic morning practice, or, oh, I'm still asking those questions. I'm still doing an affirmation. And so I think there are many takeaways. So it's the weekend is really a starting point to something really transformational.
Beautiful. And that is one of your beautiful gifts is to bring that focus into the everyday, into what we need to do for ourselves every day.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it is. That, I mean, as complicated as people want to make it, it's the tiny little daily shifts that start to pivot your life in a new direction. I mean, most people want to think like, oh, I'm going to quit my job and move to Bali. And some people do. And that is awesome.
Right.
I mean, I've made massive shifts in my life on like basically intuition and on what seemed to be a whim, like move cross country and do those things. But those are not typical daily, those aren't the daily things. The daily things are the things that start to shift you, the decisions you make, who you allow yourself to be every night when it's 10 o'clock and you're like, oh, should I go to bed or should I eat ice cream and watch Netflix? Those tiny moments, and I know those intimately. So, tiny little, I'm not saying that you should never do that. Those are one of my favorite self-care practices, where I just let myself like be in bed, eat my snacks, watch my Netflix shows. And to me, it's like a nourishing, conscious activity instead of hiding from what I know I need to do the next day. So I'm going to be too tired and not have, anyway. So I think it's the tiny little things that we help them to like really think about and take home with them and shift.
I can't wait.
For the Netflix and ice cream or the weekend? Both.
Cashew cream is my new addiction. Thank you very much. All right, people, go out and buy some cashew cream. It's so amazing.
Honestly, I think if you're getting nothing else from this, is the energy that Paulette and Lynea and I have together is so good and authentic, and we love spending, like from the second we're together, we're like because we just really enjoy being together. And I think that translates really well in the room, because we're not pushing anything. Like if we need to shift, we shift. We know how to pivot, we know how to create the moment. And that's important to be, if you're investing in 4 days and your money and time, I mean, be in a place where people are having fun and we have fun.
And it's so true. And I think the ease with which we all three collaborate, and the ease with which our work intertwines with each other, with all the different things that we each bring to the workshop is just magical.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. It's creating our everyday magic, creating, ways to feel good. Because what else do we want? We want to feel good so we can go out in the world and do our work, our love, our passion.
Absolutely.
So, my friends, we're inviting you to come join us for this beautiful weekend in the end of April at Breitenbush Hot Springs, which is about 2.5 hours south of Portland. There are some carpool options, and if you need help with getting there or whatever, please email me. I believe that the cabins that have bathrooms in them are sold out. So we're getting full, but that shouldn't stop you.
No, the bathroom is actually really, the community bathroom is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Overlooks the woods. I mean, There's no sacrifice here. It's amazing.
And the river. Oh, it's so powerful and so magical.
Yeah.
And the labyrinth and the food.
Food.
Oh my God.
Food
Just for us, 3 meals a day. We bring our own chocolate. Don't tell anybody. So anyway, thanks, Elena. So good to see you. And we'll be sharing some beautiful sacred space together soon. And people, please check out the website. I'll put all the details here at paulettereesdenis.com. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon, guys.